What's going on? We are officially live, and as always, whenever I start this up, it usually takes like a couple minutes for people to see that I'm live and to join me on the live stream. Cheers! I'm gonna have a drink of this Poland Spring pomegranate lemonade, sparkling water right here. Refreshing. How's everyone doing tonight? There's a couple people on here. Hey, 80s horror fan 88. Thanks for tuning in. I told you I was gonna go live. Give me some movies to watch. Sublime. Are you looking for new stuff, older stuff? Noah, what's going on? Lady Scarlet 1000. I like that username. What's going on? I am actually going to watch one of these two movies tonight. Let me know which one I should watch. The original Pet Cemetery. This is the newly remastered 30th anniversary edition. I haven't watched it in a long time, and I haven't seen the remake that just came out. So I want to rewatch this one before I check that one out. Or a movie that I haven't seen, but I've wanted to. I've seen like clips of it, and it looks depressing and dark, and I like depressing movies. It's all about Lily Chow Chow, which is a Japanese movie. If anybody's ever heard of this, let me know. But those are the two that I'm going to choose from tonight. I'm going to pop in one before I go to bed. But I figured I'd go in here and make a live stream. My buddy on here, 80s horror fan 88, actually messaged me and said, I haven't done a live stream in a while. So I was like, you know what? I'll do one tonight. So thank you for tuning in as well, by the way. What movies are you looking for to watch? I don't know. I feel like give me a genre, new, old, something like that. I watched a movie recently that I thought was amazing. It was a drama about drug addiction. It was called Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell as the lead. And then the actor who is in Call Me By My Name, he's been in a few other things. I can't remember his name right now. But that was a very emotionally moving film. The soundtrack was amazing. Gave it a very human look on addiction and how it can affect, family and stuff like that. But I would highly recommend Beautiful Boy. I still want to do my top 10 movies of 2018 list, and that had a limited release in 2018, so I'm not sure if I should include it on that list or keep it for the 2019. Um, yes, I definitely need to go through my collection stuff. I've got piles over the floor. I just did a couple for sale videos. Hopefully that will move some stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lady Scarlet. Thank you. I appreciate that, Donato. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I definitely appreciate that. Oh, NBA playoffs. Oh man, did you see that Kawhi shot? Holy moly, that was one of the craziest shots that I've ever seen. It was just it looked like it was bouncing for like a minute. It felt like that was an incredible shot. Of the teams that are in there, I am definitely a Warriors fan. I remember following Del Curry back in the day because I was a big Charlotte Hornets fan growing up. So I feel like by default, I've been rooting for Steph and Clay and that whole team. I also, when I was younger, I kind of felt like I had a similar game to like Steph Curry. Not, obviously nowhere near as good, but I like the shooting aspect. And I don't know, it just kind of makes me think about when I was a kid and how fun it was to play back then. The Bucks Raptors game. I mean, for that series, I'm excited for that. The Greek Freak is a beast, so I think it's going to be very hard to stop that. But Kawhi has been so efficient. He's like a machine. I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for the Bucks though. I think Giannis is just a game changer. So I think I'm gonna go for the Bucks. I think it's gonna be the Bucks and the Warriors, and I think the Warriors are gonna pull it off. I don't think the Bucks have the experience as of yet, but it's great to see a lot of these amazing series. C.J. McCollum that had a great game in Portland. So definitely. Oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Yes, and Beautiful Boy. Beautiful Boy was like one of the best movies I've seen in a while. So I would highly recommend the heck of that. Actually, I did watch one other one that I thought was really good too. It's Dragged Across Concrete, which is a kind of a gritty crime thriller from the same director that did Bone Tomahawk. S. Craig Zeller, and he did Brawl in Cell Block 99 with Vince Vaughn, who's also in Dragged Across Concrete. Mel Gibson is another one in there. Michael Jai White, a few recognizable people in there. But there is some dramatic pacing. I've heard a lot of people complain about that, and I can definitely agree with that. I think it could have been fine-tuned and edited a little bit, but at the same time, I feel like it was done in a purposeful manner. So I really love the heck out of it, but I can definitely tell it's not going to be for everyone. I feel like a lot of his movies have kind of a slow build-up and kind of have a hyper-violent climax, and that was kind of here, although the climax wasn't all in one kind of take with the violence. I'm scrolling through the comments. Forgive me if I missed some. Did you catch the UFC this weekend? I haven't. I do love the UFC though. But I was actually disappointed to hear that Rose lost. Yeah, Bucks Warriors, exactly what I'm thinking too. Yeah, I grew up a Charlotte Hornets fan, and then when I moved to New York, became a Knicks fan. Also because LJ, Larry Johnson, Grandma Ma went there too. The Knicks have been terrible for years, so I actually got Wild Eye too. Very cool. Yeah. Well, now you know, Noah. There's a couple good ones, but yeah, they do a lot of independent, low budget horror, and unfortunately, most of them, like I would say, 90% are terrible from that company. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I appreciate low budget horror, but there is a limit on some of it. Dragged Across Concrete was a bit underwhelming for me. I don't know why. That's fair. I can definitely think it's not going to be for everybody. I absolutely loved it though. Oh yeah, the soundtrack for Beautiful Boy was incredible. I like Bone Tomahawk the best. I think Cell Block, Brawl and Cell Block 99 is my least favorite from him, but I still think it's amazing. Yes, I absolutely love the classic Universal Classic Monsters. Creature from the Black Lagoon would probably be my favorite. Which is your favorite Universal Classic monster? I still want to get that big box set that they have too. I remember the old DVD box set where it had like the little, like the bust figures for them. I thought that was really cool too. Going to have a Wrong Turn binge. Oof, you're in for some rough rides right there. Although I do love the first two, I think are amazing. And then I thought the last one wasn't too bad. I think the last one was like one of the better ones in the franchise for me personally. But yeah, ooh, and then the Joyride trilogy. Ooh, you are in for a world of hurt. I love the first Joyride, but I remember the third one was just horrendous watch for me. But let me know what you think. Maybe you'll appreciate it more than I did. Uh, what is one actor you can't stand? I'm not a big Keanu Reeves fan either. I don't know. Like I think he was good back in the day in movies like Bill and Ted's, but I feel like a lot of it just feels like it's unnatural to hear him deliver lines and act. Just something just feels off. It just doesn't feel natural. I don't know. I'm not a fan at all. But I like a lot of the movies that he's in, but not because of him. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? How are you? The Wolfman is a classic too. Invisible Man. I would agree with that on the Invisible Man for sure. Did you ever watch? I do. I really want to see Arctic actually. I love movies with a snowy setting, so that one's been on my radar, and I absolutely want to check that one out. It looks like it's going to be depressing and just a really good survival movie, which I dig. I really liked The Gray with Liam Neeson. There we go. Do you have? I do have Patreon. I only have one Patreon supporter because I've never done a video about it. They tell you to do a video for it. I've never done a video for it. I do put the links in some of my videos. I don't put the links all the time because I don't know, I slack sometimes. But I do have a Patreon. I think you can just search by my username, which is the same as on here. If you ever want to, donate. I guess I need to do the tiers and do shout outs and stuff like that too. Have you checked out Nameless? You know what? I know of it. I do want to check them out a little bit more. I know they did that bus set for Ash vs. the Evil Dead, which I think looked amazing. Yeah, they have some really cool stuff. I've only seen a few of their things, but congratulations on the new job, Jeff. Wind River, I thought was an amazing one too. It's not my favorite. My gripe with Wind River, I really enjoyed it, but I thought like they have all this mystery, all this intrigue, and then they just tell you what happened. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more of a kind of a fishing expedition, try to figure it out themselves before they just give you it all in a flashback. That was my only thing. What's going on, Dark Fiend X? How are you? I just got done watching Good Will Hunting, an absolute classic. I fully agree. That's one of those movies. Whenever it's on TV, I have to sit down and watch it, and it's one of those ones that I can pop on at any time. It is an absolute classic. Pretty much launched their careers too. They were in other movies and stuff too. I remember School Ties is another one that I don't really hear people talk about, but I remember watching that a lot as a kid too. Yeah, I don't know. I think Wind River does have some, but I understand what you mean with when it's a mystery like that and you kind of you know what's happening already, but I could still appreciate it. Give me some more if you guys have any other recommendations for snowy setting movies. I would definitely am looking for newer ones, especially if there's ones from other countries too. What's going on, Raider Nation Cal? You got to be feeling good about what you got going on over there, AB. Hopefully, he stays on Twitter a little bit more. But you know, it's funny, Lady Scarlet, that you say that. I watched The Crow again recently too. I have it, and gonna be completely honest here. I was never a big fan of the movie. Love the soundtrack, and I rewatched it, and I'm still not a big fan of The Crow, and I think I might get rid of it actually. I don't know. I was never. I liked Brandon Lee as an actor. I love the soundtrack, but I don't know. It just I wanted more from that movie. I always felt it was overhyped, and I think it was more so a movie for its time, the soundtrack, and then also what happened with him, the lead actor, Brandon Lee, that made its popularity as big as it was. But I was never a big fan. I know. I feel like I'm one of the only people ever. In fact, I don't think I've ever heard anybody else say they didn't like The Crow. Sorry. But just gonna be honest with you, Hell or High Water. I really do like that. That was another one. Again, I always think Ben Foster is amazing, deserves more lead roles. I know he was recently in Leave No Trace, which I thought was a really good film too. Same director from Winter's Bone. But yeah, Ben Foster deserves way more lead roles. Yes, I did. I grew the beard out really long, and I was gonna. I did a video. I haven't posted it yet, and I shaved the video off. So I'm gonna post that video, and it's when I had longer hair too. And I just never did the follow up. I wanted to do because I got my hair cut right after I shaved the beard. I just didn't do that along with the video, so slacked on that. But oh man, I looked like a hot mess with the long hair and the beard. I felt like I was in the movie Leave No Trace, like I just came out of the woods. Abominable Snowman. I have not seen that one. That's one I want to check out. There's another one. Something about the reindeer or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Like some evil spirit turns into a deer or something crazy like that. It's an older movie. I don't think we have a release for it here in the U.S. Oh yeah, Dennis Quaid. He does play the darker roles really well. There's another movie I saw with him in it with a darker role. Have you watched the Kino Lorber Absolution? No, but I have another movie called Absolution somewhere. But I don't think it's the Kino Lorber release. Do you know where Grandview is, Poughkeepsie? No. We've talked about this before. I lived over there and used to be over there all the time, so I'm not familiar with that. Rocket the Miami Vice look? I'll take that. Revenge, yes. Revenge, wait, I thought it was last year it came out. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Revenge was 2018. Oopsie. This one? Right there? Because that's a 2018 film, at least released here it was. I liked it. I thought it was a good revenge movie. I'm not going to use the word, because if you use that word, you'll get flagged on YouTube. So, instant demonetization for that. I liked the movie. I thought it was very stylistic. I think it was, I think it was a little bit overhyped, honestly, but the climax in that final scene was amazing. Watched Absentia last week. Pretty good. Yeah, I remember watching that forever ago. I feel like I need to revisit that one. I wish they would have showed what it was a little bit more. But a good low-budget horror. What do you think happened to Phoebe Cates' popularity after Private School? I thought she purposely took time off. I know she was married to Kevin Kline, and I think they're still together. But I've always been a big fan of Phoebe Cates. I thought she was absolutely breathtakingly stunning. Definitely had a crush on her for a long time. Haven't seen your girlfriend lately. Is she gone? I'm not officially dating anyone. I know. Thank you. I know I've shown a few girls in here and passed in the videos. I'm single though, but I'm seeing, stuff happening, we'll see what happens in the future, what goes on with that situation. Yes, Lucas. I think the Blu-ray for that is out of print. And I remember somebody was selling it, and then I was gonna buy it from them, and then they just like stopped responding. I was like, they probably already sold to somebody else. But at least let me know. But yeah, I remember watching Lucas as a kid too with Corey Feldman, who was the kid that was picked on. Was Charlie Sheen in there too? I think that was the movie that they were in together. Corey Haim. What did I say? Corey Feldman. Yeah, you mix them up sometimes, but the two Corys, Corey Haim. I would recommend Hellfest. I've seen Hellfest. I own it. I like a lot of the aspects of Hellfest. I thought the concept was cool with like the Halloween attraction kind of thing, carnival going on, and I like the idea, especially the ending too. I like that too. But I thought it was a little bit underwhelming. It could have been better than it was. Besides like the concept, the ending, um, I felt like, and then two kills. Like I thought the characters were throwaway characters, cardboard cutouts. They were pretty much terrible. I felt like there's no way those people would be friends in real life. Um, I don't know. I wanted more from it. I think that was another one that didn't quite live up to the hype. I still enjoy it. I'll keep it in there into the collection for now. And I really have to thin down the collection. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys just a quick overview. I will start over here. Here is the horror Blu-ray collection, which I'm still going to do more of the random shelves because I haven't alphabetized fully yet. So I got that. And then I've got some random horror Blu-rays like mixed in here. And there's like stuff all on the floor. And there's some box sets and Funko Pops, some signed Funko Pops too. Met Butch Patrick, and then there's Robert Englund signed up. Lynn Wayne before he passed away, and Wolverine. And then some more horror Blu-rays. Bruce Campbell on the Evil Dead 2 Anchor Bay 10. I put this poster up too, the Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster. There's a big glare right there, but I was able to get that signed up. And then I've got my John Carpenter's The Thing poster right here. Some different bottle openers. And then I've got some posters and vinyl over here. And then some bats, some signed baseball bats right there. And more stuff over here. I just did a video for this Bumblebee VHS. It was a limited edition promo. Pretty cool, I think. And then, I've got some more movies over here and some 4K editions. There's the Hellfest right there. Got a whole big stack of 4Ks. And then we've got Blu-ray shows down there, obstructed from view, and TV seasons and stuff like that. Twilight Time, Criterion Collection, Criterion. Some bus sets up there at the top. And then some Arrow Video, Digibooks, Steelbooks. And just a pile of stuff. Pretty much like all of this stuff I want to get rid of and sell essentially. Like there's comic books, a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff I want to get rid of. There's an album of CDs. If I can get something out of that, I'd be happy. I've got some posters I want to hang as well. There's the Phantasm one for Angus Scrimm passed away. And Friday the 13th. Let's see what else I got over here. Here's the rest in here. Here's more piles and stuff. And I've said this before. I got to do a couple giveaways for this. Both are going to be U.S. residents only, no P.O. boxes. It's being shipped out directly through the studios. So Universal will be shipping out 5 Blu-ray copies for Fighting with My Family. And then 2 DVD giveaway ones for 13 Reasons Why Season 2 through Paramount. So look forward to the giveaways coming up with that soon. And here's just more of the Blu-ray collection right here. Here's some more sets and collector's editions and stuff like that. The lighting over here is terrible. And then here's some DVDs. I rewatched this recently and that did not live up to my memory of it. Very disappointing. And then here's some horror DVDs. Box sets. I was able to get the sign up with James Gunn before he got really famous. David Schmoller, George A. Romero, Nancy Allen over there. But I remember these old jacket editions for the DVDs. Those were awesome. But there we go. Just a quick overview. And here's more stuff I have to go through. And I put this up too. The Foxy Brown poster. Original theatrical poster for Foxy Brown. Signed up by Sid Haig, who I've met a couple times. Pam Grier, and then Jack Hill. Jack Hill, very happy to get that autograph on there. But yeah, this poster alone it goes on like eBay like for over $1,000, which is crazy. I knew it was rare, but I had no idea it was that rare. I was able to get it for much less, thankfully. I would never ever pay that much. Yeah, Phoebe Cates, absolutely. And then scrolling through here, forgive me if I missed any comments. I saw you selling Blu-rays. Yeah, I have a few Blu-rays for $4. Not many. Scrolling through. I'd give it. I would recommend Hellfest. It's good. I'd give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I feel like I don't. It's not a good rating. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays I put up for sale past couple videos, so check those out too. Oh man, Raider Nation Cali, that comment about Charlie Sheen. Yeah, absolutely. Tanner, I didn't see what you said. You retracted it though. Or Ben Kylo, I'm currently reading Salem's Lot. Yes, I love Salem's Lot, so I would highly recommend that one. Really good vampire movie. And Corey Feldman looks like MJ's double. Well, yeah, he was friends with Michael Jackson when he was a kid. I remember that. Yeah, I saw a lot of people posting that they took pictures with Corey Feldman. Did you take a picture with him as well? Let me know. Did you do a video for it? That would be cool. Grew up on Flight of the Navigator. I never saw Flight of the Navigator, but I know of it. His family was all oddly creepy. It's the reason I liked Lucas so much because Carrie Green was in it. Oh yeah, I remember her. Oh, I'm just scrolling through here. You hoarding up my file. You know, as bad as this looks, I've seen way worse on here. And I've cut a lot of stuff out. I've actually got rid of, the past couple years, I've gotten rid of a ton of movies, even though it doesn't look like it. The biggest issue is for like every month, I'll probably get in close to 30 movies. So I try to get that many out the door every month. It's a constant ebb and flow, a constant battle. What's up, Jordan? I honestly don't really. I have mixed feelings on the new Child's Play movie. The first trailer, I was a little bit more enthused, and then I see more of the look, and I don't know if I can picture Aubrey Plaza as a mom in that role either. I think she's awesome and attractive, but I just don't know how I feel about her in that role. Mixed feelings about it, but I'm gonna give it a fair chance. I'm gonna check it out. Scarvinus Hunter. Let's see. What did you say? Feels like I haven't been on one of these live streams in a while. I haven't really done one in a while, so I definitely appreciate that. Do you sell any digital copies? Sometimes I do, yes. Nightmare on Elm Street still needs a good box set release. I fully agree. The box set release for that is terrible for Blu-ray. The DVD box set I still have because it looks awesome. Even the VHS box set for that looked cool. I think especially for physical media collectors and complete box sets like that, especially for horror, you need to have a cool packaging for that. And most companies realize that. Unfortunately, they didn't do a good job on that one. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I know of it, but I've never seen the full thing. I've seen clips of it, but never the full thing for it. Yeah, I remember being kind of cheesy, but yeah, I think it's been out for a little bit. It was a teaser trailer. It was a teaser trailer. My apologies. My apologies on that. Yeah, I hear you, Jordan. It's a constant battle. I've sold a ton of my collection, but at the same time, I still have a ton left. I've kind of hit that impasse of, ones that I could easily get rid of, but I just want to keep movies in my collection that I can see myself rewatching again. And it's difficult. I think I'm gonna get rid of The Crow because I feel like really I'm keeping it because everybody else likes that movie. I feel like it's also a date movie, Like I feel like every girl I know is kind of like that movie. It's a darker movie, but yeah, I mean I just wasn't a fan of that movie, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of that one. I can't keep movies. There's the movie Step Brothers. I've always hated that movie, but it was always a movie that like every girl I've ever known loved. So it was always like a really cheesy one I can put on for a date movie, a cuddle and watch a movie session, kind of put on in the background essentially. But I can't stand that movie. I should just get rid of that one. But I've held on to it for that reason specifically. But there's so many movies I should just get rid of. I like the Puppet Master movies, but there's a couple ones I could probably get rid of. I don't like all of them as much, but there's a few I do enjoy. I feel like I'm kind of keeping them as a collection, but I don't know. I'll give you a little pan through right here. I still haven't organized everything in here yet, but here's just a few random. I feel like Excision is a one that is pretty underrated. I never hear anybody really talk about that. Afflicted as well, a good found footage movie. I'm not a big fan of that genre. But Autopsy of Jane Doe. I'm gonna do a movie of like my top favorite movies of the past, I guess 2010 to 2019 essentially. And Autopsy of Jane Doe and Hereditary will definitely be on that list. But I think I might put The Last Shift on there. I feel like that one's a really underrated one too. As we are still here, I never really hear anybody talk about that one either. The Horde is another really good French zombie movie. I remember when that one first came out, it had like a lot of hype and buzz, but then like, I feel like I haven't really heard anybody talk about it in years. On my shelf, I spy Chucky, Child's Play, somewhere probably. On the Funko Pop, yeah, right there. Yeah, again, I met Butch Patrick at a convention before, got him to sign that up. Um, Here's my Robert Englund signed Freddy Funko Pop. Good old Freddy Krueger. And then my Lin Wayne signed one right there on Wolverine. He was a co-creator of Wolverine, Swamp Thing, a bunch of stuff. He passed away, I want to say a couple years ago now. But I don't have a ton of Funko Pops. I got a few, and I'm gonna put this one on display too. I always meant to do an unboxing of it. I did a video when I first got it, but I don't know. I guess at this point I should just put it on display. I hope they do more of the horror mystery minifigures though this year. And here's some old Garbage Pail Kid. They were from like Cheap Toys Candy way back in the day. These are from like mid '80s. Love those. And here is the Sleepaway Camp Survival Kit box set with the Red Cross all signed up. The Halloween Snow Globe Edition VHS. The 20th Anniversary Edition. How many editions of Halloween have they put out? But horror fans, we keep still buying them, you know. Scrolling through. Message retracted. I'm always curious to see what the message was. What was the first Disney movie you remember really loving? I would have to say Pinocchio. Like, that's probably my favorite Disney movie. I love Pinocchio. Got the 4K Ultra HD of the Little Mermaid one. Very cool. I don't know. I mean, I'm not probably going to get that because I do like it, but I feel like it's, I don't know. I always felt it was more geared towards, I don't know, like girls, really. It's, it's a princess movie, but I don't know. Maybe one day I might pick it up. Who knows? But I like Aladdin a lot, too. That was Pinocchio and Aladdin were a couple of my favorites. But let me know what your favorite Disney movie is. Yeah, it definitely can get costly for sure. But nowadays, I feel like it is becoming easier to get stuff on good deals. There's a lot of movies like you can go to the Dollar Tree sometimes has Blu-rays for $1. There's Let Go, Offer Up, Craigslist, Mercai, I think is another one. Facebook seller groups, yard sales, flea markets. You can find deals out there now. Step Brothers. Oh wow, Ben, I thought I was the only one who didn't like it. So that's awesome, man. A virtual high five for that. I thought I was the only one that didn't like that one. A lot of people I know did not like Hereditary. I think that's so crazy to me. I thought Hereditary was one of the creepiest movies, not of just recent years, but of all time. I absolutely love that one. But I know some people don't like it. Absolutely, I've heard a lot of people just crap on it. But for me, one of my all-time favorite horror movies now. It blew me away. One of the creepiest movies ever for me. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes. Super cheese. That's one of the earliest horror movies I ever watched. Probably like the third horror movie I ever saw. The original Nightmare on Elm Street was the very first horror movie I ever saw. I remember Johnny Depp getting sucked through the bed, the blood, and I remember just freaking me the heck out. But I was just so enthralled by it, and I was like, it was just like it awoke this sensation inside me. I had to keep watching movies like that. I would sneak downstairs when I was a little kid. Living in a military base, and it was like a duplex. I would sneak down the stairs when my parents were asleep, and I'd watch horror movies late at night. And I remember going to the video rental stores as a kid too, seeing all the artwork on the horror VHS covers, and just again being enthralled by it, and just I don't know, it's something that just really kind of sparked my interest in movies. So I definitely I love that. So yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, Exorcist, and then Killer Clowns from Outer Space were like the first ones I ever watched. And Killer Clowns is super cheesy, but when I was a kid, it did freak me out. I was like, like 7 years old. Hellfest. Yeah, for me, I wanted more from it. I'm gonna keep it in the collection for now, but I might get rid of that one. Love The Last Ship. Nice. Funko Pop. Yeah, I hear you on that. The next Beanie Babies. I'm surprised. Funko Pop's been going for a long time though. It hasn't died out quite yet. I don't have a PO box, but I appreciate that. I don't think I guess in the years past I've had people send me stuff. I guess if you want to send me stuff, let me know. I'll just give you my address. I don't really I don't care too much. I don't. Yeah. I saw the limited edition VHS of Halloween. It came across the 3D lenticular slipcover. Yeah, absolutely. I was really happy. What blows me away, the this one right here, the Snow Globe set, goes for ridiculous money. So very happy to get that one. But I like the lenticular cover one too. That's very cool. I haven't seen the new Pet Cemetery. I plan to rewatch the original, which I just got recently on 4K. This is the 30th anniversary, newly remastered one. So I'm excited to rewatch that. I think I'm gonna rewatch. Rewatch it after I finish doing this live stream, and then I will try to watch the new one probably this weekend. Again, I haven't heard too many positive reviews for the new one either. So I'm gonna keep an open mind. I feel like a lot of times people just crap on things to crap on them, and I feel like it becomes like a cool thing to do, but I'm gonna give it a fair chance. Yeah, absolutely. Pinocchio is definitely my favorite Disney movie. Aladdin would be number two. My favorite animated movie of all time is Grave of the Fireflies. If you haven't checked that one out, highly recommend it. Very depressing, kind of like a war drama following this brother and sister. Pulls at the heartstrings. And I would like to see a better Blu-ray release for it too. Do you have boot sales on a Sunday in the USA? I don't know what that is. I mean, like we have flea markets and stuff like that. We have different yard sales. People usually do that on the weekends. Favorite Disney movie has always been Aristocrats. I can understand. I like that one. Snow White was one that I think is iconic for me. Yeah, I feel like that is like there's certain princess movies like Little Mermaid. I feel like it's more geared towards girls, but Snow White, I feel like as a kid you can enjoy that either way with all the different casted characters. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not remembering Little Mermaid as fondly. But I would. All right, here's an admission. Hottest Disney princess, probably Ariel, right? uh, my favorite Disney anime movie, Sword in the Stone. I remember that one. Yeah, I remember there was an issue with the Blu-ray release for it though. I think the transfer wasn't that good, but that was a classic too. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the live action Aladdin coming out. I'm not loving the trailer for it, but I do like Will Smith. It's hard to live up to what our memory is and what our iconic voice cast too, especially with Robin Williams. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna see it in the theaters for that one. I'm probably gonna wait for a home video on that. I was wondering, what do you like? Do you like Dark Shadows? I bit the bullet and bought the Coffin set, the classic. I have not seen the classic TV series of that, but I have seen the movies. I got those a while back, and I feel like it's a lot of drama. I don't know. Let me know what you think of the series. If is it worth it? I know it's expensive, so I'm assuming you're a fan. I watched the Arrow version of Hell Comes to Frogtown recently. Yeah, I mean, They Live is but They Live is obviously a classic, but Hell Comes to Frogtown is super cheese. Wasn't there like a frog stripper in that? uh yeah. And there's actually Karen, what's up? Whoop whoop. Big what's up to Karen, my only Patreon supporter. uh, One day I'll do a video. I know I've been meaning to for a while. They always tell you, do a video to promote yourself, promote your Patreon. I definitely need to do that. Oh, there's toys already for it. That's cool. Abandoned Part, what's up, man? Des Moines, what's going on? You're watching The Exorcist. That is awesome. I rewatched The Exorcist, the original, recently myself. I had a huge crush on. Yeah, absolutely. Ariel was definitely the hottest of the Disney princesses. Come on. Pumped for John Wick 3. I feel like I want more. I feel like the second one, I'm worried that the third one is going to be just more of the same. I just want a little bit. I know this time they're hunting him. I get it, but I don't know. I feel like it's basically going to be the same thing. But I'm still going to watch it. I feel like they are really amazing action movies. But I do like the Raid movies. Those are like some of my favorite action movies. I like Faster with The Rock. I feel like that one doesn't get a lot of talk. Equalizer too. As well. I haven't seen the second one. Started watching Sons of Anarchy again. Sons of Anarchy is an amazing series. I love the heck out of it, and I'd have to say one of the best finales for a series ever too. That was such a very fitting finale for the series. I also really like the Shield, the ending for that one. I feel like most times for the ending for a TV series is difficult and usually doesn't turn out well, but I thought Sons of Anarchy was incredible. Do you think Endgame will surpass Avatar? Yes, I do actually. I think it will. I think there's so many comic book fans out there, and there's so many people that I know who've seen it like 3 or 4 times already. So let me see. Actually, recheck this here. Boot sales are pretty much people opening up the car boots. Okay, I feel like I have heard that terminology now that you say that. And that makes sense. Um, I feel like I don't know of any around here, but I always feel like it's weird with the selling it from the back of your trunk. I feel like that's like I don't know, hot items. But I also feel like it's weird where they people do the trunk or treats with their kids. Like I feel like it's basically telling kids go to a stranger's car and oh, what happened here? I don't know if this is real weird. My screen is like purple now. Are you guys getting a purple screen? Aw. Can you guys see me on here? Let me know if you guys can see me on here because now I just have like a weird purple screen. I don't know what happened to my screen on here. We're purple. We're purple here too. I don't know what just happened with that. You can hear me, but all right. Well, that stinks. I don't know what happened here, but I guess that is the end of this live stream. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I will do a live stream again coming up soon. Uh, sorry about this, but if you can give this video a thumbs up before you go, I would really appreciate it. And I will do another live stream coming up soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was actually a lot of fun. I love doing these live streams. So I will catch up with all of you later, and I don't know what happened with this. Hopefully this won't happen again with the purple screen.